everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pageant Community Radio. Obviously online at the moment because we can't get you in the studios, but I will do later on. This show is to promote diversity and give women a voice. So today joining me is Charlotte Lister, Ms. Diamond, South Yorkshire. Hello.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, don't be silly. Thank you for taking part and donating to the Christie, because that's amazing.
You are so welcome. It's amazing what they do, so I'm happy to support it.
You're in Diamond, so tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
So I'm currently in the Miss Diamond competition. I entered just after the final in 2019, but due to the pandemic, it's been postponed. So I'm hoping to be on stage on the 5th, 6th of June,
Yes.
fingers crossed.
Yes.
And I've just been doing everything I can possibly can to promote the Diamond system in my platform, which is cancer awareness and end of life care. And for those that don't know, I've just launched my own charity magazine as well, just to keep me even more busy. And I'm joining the House of Pageantry as well as one of their co-hosts for their podcast, again, to keep me even more busy.
Amazing. And do you know what? I'm going to ask you about those two in a second. But firstly, I want to know a bit about your pageant journey. So is this the first time you've competed in Diamond?
It is. I was supposed to compete the very first year it started in 2016, but due to a clash of holidays, I had to pull out, and then it took me a while, but this is it. I'm finally back and I'm ready and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Do you know what I love? Firstly, we've got matching earrings, which we just discussed. Hello. And secondly, your earrings match your sash. That's just great.
Colour coordination. I love it.
Coordination. So what I want to know as well, why did you enter Diamond? I mean, obviously I've got an affiliation to Diamond, but why have you entered? What is it about Diamond that you love?
I just heard it was such a family and sisterhood, really. You know, everyone gets on, everyone supports each other with the campaigns. I like the fact that, you know, anyone can enter. You know, there's no age restrictions, no height restrictions, no weight restrictions. You've got children from 4 years old up into the classic division as well. And so I think it's absolutely amazing that they can incorporate anyone and everyone really into the system. And I think that's incredibly important, you know, because we are quite a small community, the pageant community in the UK. So I think to find a system that does accept anyone and everyone is just incredible and then supports you.
Yes, and the directors are fabulous, so I've got to say. So take us through your pageant journey.
So I became a finalist in 2019. At that time I was working, so I was arranging charity days. I was working with my local children's hospice, doing some volunteer work with them. I was working with a cancer charity as well. And then lockdown hit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, what can I do now? So I decided to try and keep myself a bit motivated, good for my mental health as well, and also to keep pageants at the forefront of my mind because I love pageantry. I've been involved on and off for the last 10 years. So I created a pageant lockdown blog where I interviewed over 150 queens, not just from the UK, but from Australia and America as well. And then I did loads of like little online interviews, which I loved. And then the restrictions did lift, but we still couldn't really do much due to social distancing, and you know, groups had to be less than 6. So in the second lockdown, I went back to college because I lost my job, and I decided to get some qualifications in my pageant platform, which is cancer awareness and end of life care. So I'm officially qualified in my pageant platform, which I love. And then I turned into a little bit of a geek actually, and I just started doing college course after college course. I'm currently on number 13 now.
Wow.
And then I know it's gone crazy. I'm literally obsessed. And then I did 4 college courses in digital skills. And then just before Christmas, so just before lockdown 3, I decided to launch my own charity magazine, which was combining what I did in lockdown 1 and lockdown 3. Lockdown 2 even.
So many lockdowns.
So many lockdowns, it gets confusing.
Yeah.
And I decided to come up with a charity magazine that is free to read online, that features queens, whether they're international, national or regional, and of all ages, while raising money for the Samaritans, which is my pageants, obviously Miss Diamond's chosen platform. And they are needed now more than ever because of the lockdowns.
That's so true. And Crowns and Sashes was born.
Yes, it was. And I love it. I've got a little assistant editor as well now. And My
Wow.
target, I was expecting £100 donations from each issue, and I think I'm up to £327 in donations. And the second one hasn't even come out yet, and I've got slots booked up for the March edition as well. And I just love it. I love reading every interview. I just find it so inspiring, and just be able to share that message. And last time I looked, we were up to just over 450 readers in less
Wow.
than a week. So
That's
for a
amazing.
new online magazine, I thought that was really good. So
That's
yes,
really good. You've done really well. That's really, really good. And it's
oh,
such a great thing that you've done. Just touching on that. So for new people that come to pageants and things like that, and obviously what you're doing is amazing. If someone doesn't have the confidence to go and do that, what would you say to them to do, to how they can start something like that?
well, for me, it was a bit of mental health sanity, as well as raising money for charity, and also, spreading the pageant message
Yeah.
and getting people to understand. But I think you just have to have confidence in yourself and have a good support network around you. If you do need to update your skills, then do an online college course. There's so many around, and they're absolutely brilliant because you can fit them in your own time. But you've just got to go for things. It was incredibly scary. I didn't think I was going to do as well as what I did, and it's just gone amazing. So you've just got to have a little bit of faith, I think, in yourself, and just go for it.
Yeah,
And the pageant community is amazing. They're always there backing you. So if
yes,
it
the
wasn't for them,
community is amazing. I always say this to people, once you start, you just can't stop, and then they become friends for life. And it really is just an amazing community. What do you love most about pageantry?
I love everything really. I
Yeah.
like the girly stuff. So when you get on
Yes,
stage and you've got
sure.
your
I
hair and
love the
makeup done,
accent.
and you bling and you dresses, I do
Yeah.
love that. Because I'm a mum and I don't work. I spend most of my time in tracky bottoms and mum bun and no makeup, and just to feel that girly again, it's lovely. And then I like meeting people from all over the UK, and I met two of my best friends. I can't talk now. Best friends through pageantry as well. I met Ashley in my first ever pageant, and we talk all the time. And I met Lisa as well, and again we talk all the time. And then I just love getting involved with the local community and local charities. I just love it all, really. I can't pinpoint like one little thing. It is just the whole package that I love.
It's the whole package. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. So obviously, I know that diversity is huge in pageantry, and I'm trying to kind of highlight that. But why is diversity important in pageantry, do you think?
I personally think it's important because everyone has a voice, for the platform, and everyone deserves a shot at talking about the platform and using their voice. And I think pageantry does give us a little bit of a platform. And then when you become a national title holder or an international title holder, the megaphone, so to speak, gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think that's why diversity in pageantry is so important, because it helps you spread your personal message, whether that be a charity message or my platform's cancer awareness and end of life care, but then other people's is mental health and sexual abuse, and they take their personal trauma and then help educate other people. And if diversity wasn't there, we'd be missing out on so many stories and so many people's journeys that are actually helping other people. So I think that's why diversity is so important.
I couldn't have put it better myself. That's amazing. And so tell us more about your platform. What is the message you're trying to get across?
So I'm wanting to raise awareness, firstly, of cancer. Cancer has affected my family quite a lot. I lost my nan last year due to throat cancer. My auntie's breast cancer came back for a second time last year as well. My
Mm.
dad had Hodgkin's lymphoma. I've lost all my grandparents to cancer, so it's incredibly important. So my message in relation to cancer is just check your body on a regular basis. And I don't just mean your breasts, I mean everywhere. If you notice something slightly different that's not right for you, then you need to see a GP or a medical professional, because if it's not right for you, it could be a sign that there is something wrong. 99% of the time, it's probably nothing, but it needs checking out, because early diagnosis is the key when it comes to cancer. If you get an early diagnosis, your life expectancy increases by a hell of a lot, really. And then I developed it to incorporate end of life care, because unfortunately, cancer and end of life care can go hand in hand in some cases, especially with stage 4 cancer where it is terminal. And not a lot of people like to talk about end of life care. It's not a nice topic, unfortunately, seeing people around you die. But it's important that the wishes are incorporated at that time, you know, who they want to see, what food they want, if they don't want to see someone, if they want the window open, if they want blankets, what they want to watch on telly if they can't leave the house, you know, if they've got a bucket list that can try and be done. You know, it's just about making those last days, months, weeks, or even years in some cases, if it's a long terminal process, just making them the focal point and making sure that they are as happy as possible in that horrible time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my God, that really
Yeah.
touched me what you're saying there. I was thinking,
Yeah,
oh, it's amazing. And it's so important. So that message that you're giving in your platform is amazing. I remember when I was with the Diamond System and I went to go and see Naomi's house hospice, and they obviously have an end of life care room for children, and it's so deeply sad, but it was also beautiful that they have these things in place. So I think it's amazing, the message that you're trying to get across. What a great platform.
thank you so much.
Really
It's
good.
a hard one to talk about sometimes, and a lot of people don't like talking to me about it, but it's important that I try and push through those boundaries and get people talking.
Yeah, and especially because it's so, you know, personal to you as well. So it's really nice. Thank you for sharing that. That was really, really nice. So how can people follow your journey up to Diamond?
So I do have a Facebook page, which is Miss Diamond South Yorkshire. I have an Instagram account, which is the same name. And then I also have Crowns and Sashes magazine Facebook page. And then there's a Facebook group as well, where fellow pageant girls can interact. They can share their campaigns, you know, get involved with each other's bits and bobs. I'm always sharing different campaigns that they can get involved with. And then that's the same on Instagram as well. It's the same username, which is Crowns and Sashes magazine. So I'm all over basically. You can't get rid of me.
Definitely busy, definitely a busy one, which is great because I'm the same. I need to keep busy, especially during lockdown and work, and you just need a bit of sanity, which is pageantry.
Exactly, I love it. It's really, really kept me going. This last 12 months, it's been tough on everyone, and I think without pageantry, I'd be seeking the help of the Samaritans right now. But because of pageantry and because of our community, I'm on top of the world right now. I'm so happy with how everything is going, and I'm really good.
That's really good. And thank you so much for being part of this Pageant Community Radio, because although we're not on air just yet, because radio and COVID restrictions, but it's really good to be able to see your face and to be able to hear everything you're saying. And thank you so much for joining. She's lost an ear.
Yeah, it's come out.
To drop the mic part. Lots of love, Charlotte.
Thank you so much for having me. See you later.
See you later.